Hi everyone, how you doing? My name is David Bonnell, and in just a few moments I'm going to be joined by Brian Edward Johnson. He's the author of a new book, You're Not Alone, is the title of the book. And the book is basically about a lot of the tough roads that you may walk as a 13-year-old through a 25-year-old, and some of the things you'll experience. And I read the book, and I liked it a lot. Some of the things I personally, I grew up, with a regular, I guess you could say, life. The average that a high school student would experience. It wasn't perfect at all times. It wasn't horrible, but there are definitely a lot of times that I did feel alone, and I think that a lot of people feel alone. And it's very hard to get someone to really relate to you. That's one of the hardest things. Oftentimes we all do feel like we're alone. And the great thing about Brian, I've spoken to him a little bit, and he's not an elitist, someone who just wrote a book to have another book on their resume, but doesn't really know firsthand what they're writing about. Brian's an educated person, but at the end of the day, he's just a regular guy who has gone through a lot in his time growing up, in his time going to high school, and then after high school, all the things he experienced, and it's all very relatable. And when you read the book, you feel like you're talking to an older friend who has been there, and is just telling you, you're not alone. And I think that's one of the great things about it. It would have been nice maybe if I would have read a book like this, or I knew some people who would have liked a book like this, because another great thing about it is it kind of does show you the light at the end of the tunnel, and it tells you, it gives you advice on how you can achieve what you want, and gives you some tips on just how to live, and just really just shows you that, apropos to the title of the book, that you're not alone. And you may think you're the only one who's ever gone through this, and you're not. And that's what Brian gets across very clearly. And in a few moments, it's going to be my honor to introduce him, and he's going to tell you a little bit more about the book.